So first of all, I'd like to apologize for the decorations on my face, and I'd like to apologize for the ink stain behind me, and it may be starting to rain soon, so if there are some sounds, that is it. Let's talk about being offended. I think being offended is like being... oh gosh, bikes. I think being offended is the same as being angry. It's sort of your fault that you're offended. That is why we have anger management classes, but what we actually need now is offended management classes, which is, yes, absolutely crucial nowadays. Let's just start with the topic of Jordan Peterson. Well, not him actually that's offended, but the people who he offended, apparently. The SJWs, that is social justice warriors, who think that they have a right to be called they, singularly. So they're not a he or she, but a they. Now I think this is ridiculous because firstly, it doesn't work grammatically. And they usually use the argument that they was used back in God knows how long, but it was used as a literary effect, not as a gender, but non-binary gender pronoun. I mean, the easiest way I say is, if you go to the male toilets, then you're a male and you refer to as a he. If you go to the female toilets, then you refer to as a she. Simple. And then next we have cancel culture, which is just a less sophisticated term of coup d'etat or impeachment, essentially. So it's social impeachment. Yeah, that's what I wrote there. People like to think that, okay, cancel culture, we have online people essentially voting people out. That is fair, that is democracy. But the thing that's unfair in this idea is the fact that the people who actually want them in don't get to vote, do they? If you're offended, it's your fault. Wise people don't get offended, and enlightened people don't get offended. So being offended is just a statement that you are not wise and you can't control your own temper. And then regarding this offensive stuff, SJW stuff, we have feminism. I actually kind of agree that females are not used as well in many aspects, and I think it's actually our loss that we are not using enough women in high enough places. But there are some things, like for instance sports, where, well, most sports, I mean, males are vastly superior. It's just plain biology. Never take something in the voice of offense. Take it in the voice of humor. That's it. And if you're offended, it's your fault.